What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Strife for Dummies. Today's champion of interest is going to be Ace. We're going to be talking about his build, his gameplay, and I have a lot more gameplay and clips for you today, so I'm going to try and make this part a little bit more quick than normal. So we'll get straight into the abilities and the build. So his first ability is Spin Sickle, which is just an AoE effect that you spin around in a circle basically, and it deals magic damage to the enemies around you. Avalanche, which is a leap that applies a slow wherever you land. And then you have Frostbite, which you spawn 4 icicles. They reduce damage, incoming damage, for either four abilities or 4 attacks. And his last ability is Ace in the Hole. Also, the icicles deal damage. I forgot to add that part. And they slow, I believe. So, Ace in the Hole, which I'll talk about in a second because I'm going to talk about a combination item with it. So here's his core build that I use in most games. Sometimes I vary things a little bit. Sometimes I go Elderstone or sometimes even Zealots. The main build though, the starting build is really important. Honestly, all you have to do is rush Golden Protector. And your laning phase is going to be super smooth. That's about all you need really. And laning phase is super easy. Besides that, we'll get into the bigger items. I think these 2 items just absolutely make Everwinter Charm and Frost Prism just make this champion. Once you have both of them, you're super hard to kill. You're tanky. You can slow for days, and that's really what he's meant to do. Just be a tank that CCs a lot and deals damage, right? Just a real quick combination I wanted to talk about with him is Power Conduit with his ultimate. His ultimate, when a target is killed, it restores 25% of his health and mana, right? So with Power Conduit, you can see how that would be a really good just combination where you would get 50% of your mana back from landing an ultimate, executing with an ultimate basically. The other items are really, you can replace them with pretty much anything, and from what I've seen, Inferno Brand, I really like Ice Forge played on him. I think it's really good. Inferno Brand I love on him because of Spin Sickle and you already have a ton of AoE. So that's it for him right now, and here's all the gears really quickly. I'll just scroll over them for a second. Oh, by the way, I really like Bounder on him. I don't know why. I think a lot of the Fitz is really good on him as well, but you'll see during the gameplay why I really prefer Bounder or another one. Fitz is also really good on him because you want to gank with this guy a lot and you definitely want to travel to other lanes. You don't want to just sit in one lane. So that's it for now. Talk to you guys in just a minute. What's up, guys? Here we are with some early game Ace laning phase gameplay. Really quickly, just wanted to show you how powerful the Ray Ace combo is, which is probably my favorite combo with this guy so far. I like Moxie as well, but you're gonna see right here the burst, the sheer burst. Like that Ray didn't stand a chance. He got stunned and then just instantly nuked, and he couldn't do anything. And that honestly completely shut down their lane for the entire game. So that's just Ray plus Ace burst. Here you see me roaming bot lane. I realized halfway running down here that the Moxie is probably going to live. He takes one more rook shot, and I'm like, okay, hey, I'm just going to sneak. I'm going to go behind him and just zone him, and then you can kill him, basically. That's what I wanted for the rook. And he reads that and comes over and kills him. I know I could have just ulted him, but I think it was just a better play to give that to him. Here's another team fight. This is about midway into the game. We're about level 7. So this just shows you how strong he is in teamfights, period. Even he doesn't need a full item build. He doesn't need to be incredibly tanky at the time. I notice I can catch them off position a little bit, and I land my ult right there, which kills him, and it gives me just enough mana to re-engage on this guy and leap in front of him so that he can't escape and slow him, and we just pick up 3 kills there. I think the hail died right before, but that was about it. So here we are at another situation where I was roaming down to bot lane. I'm pinging him. I'm like, hey, just kind of bait this a little bit. And he baits it for me, and I get a perfect engage, basically. This hero I really thought was going to die, actually, to the ultimate, but he doesn't. So I don't have any mana after this, and I'm like, please live, please live, please live. Don't let this Caprice kill you. And Harrower does a ton of damage just because he's, most OP. And I throw down the WP, Gotta give respect to people. So we catch these 2 out at the Baldir. It was just a really good ping from our team saying, hey, they're probably at Baldir. We don't see him on the map. So we come over here, and I make a horrible play here. I think, for some reason, I think I can kill this Harrower, and I didn't realize how short of a cooldown is, or whether he had slide or not. Or no, he had rocket boots, sorry. So he dashed away, and I get out of position, but I managed to do some kind of crazy jukes with slide and my leap, and managed to live that, even with the bow closing in on me. So that was just a cool little escape that happened to me during the game. And here we go, going back to bot lane. Our Malady actually has, like, I think he DCs in the middle of this and, like, doesn't really get to use abilities, but he gets into a horrible positioning. I think the only thing I could have done better in this fight is I could have Everwinter Charmed and possibly saved him. Maybe a double Everwinter Charm could have saved him. I'm not 100% sure. But I pop it a little bit later, and we end up getting to kill the Vermilion for it. So I don't think 1 kill is that bad, but a 2 for 1 is pretty good, no matter what. So here's a late game team fight that just shows the true potential of what Ace can really do. It kind of ends up being an extended team fight because I back off and then come back in. But here's one of the cool things you can do with Ace. If you, like, let's say you get Caprice stunned or bow stunned, you actually can leap right before the stun would hit you, and you continue on your leap, whether you're stunned or not. And since the slow applies when you hit the target area, you actually slow and you gap close still. So that was just a neat little trick that I learned with him that you can do no matter what. In this clip, I'm going to let it extend a little bit further because we had another team fight like right afterwards. And basically, this just shows how absolutely amazing Ace is at low health team fighting because of his E. His E with that 35% reduction to damage, it's just nuts at how good it is. It's just so good at letting you engage a team fight with so low health. So I realize our Harrower is going to get picked off, so I slow them with Everwinter and then leap away, thinking, hey, we're going to back off of this, but Malady just bursts that guy instantly. And I realize that my team is actually doing a lot of damage, so I go back in, and we follow through, and look, this hail just can't even hurt me. Like, he barely even hurt me just because I just turned my E on, and auto attacks just don't really do much to you once you turn your E on. So this was a failed team fight from our team. All 3 of them were out of position and just get killed. It was actually really bad. I don't know why they did that. But I come back in here, and this Vermilion was nuts during this game. He had like 1,000 DPS, and he was just destroying people, absolutely crushing people. And I realized that, so I continued in knowing he was like right behind me. So this ends up turning into a generator for us, which I wanted to explain a little bit about the generators. The generators actually just give you gold. They don't buff your minions, similar to like League, and it gives you like super minions, right, which push the lane a little bit harder. The only thing is they lose that damage from the generator turret that would shoot at you. So they lose that, and it does a temporary debuff to the actual like crux, sorry. Oh wait, here's another team fight. This one was really good. I actually landed a 5-man Everwinter Charm on that team, and that just, for some reason, they try and engage on me, and then they just seemed confused. They didn't know what they really wanted to do, and we end up just getting to pick off their tank for free. I go in on this Vermilion thinking I'm going to be able to kill him with my ult, and he barely lives. I was pretty sour about that, actually. But Ray ends up coming in and picking it up for me, and this Carter gets away, but it's whatever. This was just the in-game clip from one of the games. It's just all the little things. Oh yeah, this is what I was sour about. This was why I was so angry, because all my ultimates were going like this. Look at that. He lived with like 10 health, maybe. And here's another example of just the low health that you can stay at and still stay in the fight, and no one's gonna kill you. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it for today, guys. Oh yeah, here's the hail. Look at this. I know he's getting bursted, but I'm still at low health, and this guy comes back in on me, I think. I think the bow comes in on me. Yeah, and he can't even hurt me. Look at this. Absolutely nothing against me. He hits me like 3 or 4 times, but that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching my tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and peace out, guys.